Welcome to the update. I'm Eleanor Quirk. The newly elected Pope has taken his first Mass as leader of the Catholic Church. Presiding over the private Mass of cardinals at the Sistine Chapel, Pope Leo broke with tradition, addressing the service in English.
And I know I can rely on each and every one of you to walk with me as we continue as a church, as a community of friends of Jesus, as believers, to announce the good news.
The federal government's being urged to adopt recommendations from the Disability Royal Commission, including the appointment of a Minister for Disability. Jeremy Muir from Physical Disability Australia says it's about having a dedicated representative voice.
We have the mantra about, no decisions about us without us. So for us, it would mean having a real voice in it.
Gun reform advocates say more needs to be done as Australia marks 29 years since sweeping gun law changes were introduced. In 1996, former Prime Minister John Howard introduced a national firearms agreement in the wake of the Port Arthur massacre. But the Australian Institute's Alice Grundy says almost 3 decades on, the reforms are not living up to their promise.
It was an act of extraordinary bravery from the Howard government. We still don't have a national firearms register in place, which has been under discussion for all of that time.
And a space probe from the Cold War that was intended to land on Venus is expected to crash back to Earth this weekend. Launched in 1972 by the Soviet Union, Cosmos 482 has been trapped in orbit around the Earth for 53 years after a launch malfunction. The probe was designed to withstand extreme heat on Venus. Scientists believe there's a high chance it won't burn up in the atmosphere and will land intact. Sport and entertainment are next. To sport, and a record crowd turned out for Spud's game between St Kilda and the Blues. The final score at the MCG, 77-62. More than 65,000 were in the crowd, a record for a clash between the sides. Skipper Patrick Cripps says it was an amazing atmosphere.
The crowd was unbelievable, and it was both sides too. There's nothing better when you play in a neutral sort of crowd where there's momentum both ways. It's just a good buzz to play in.
In NRL, Latrell Mitchell starred for his side as the Rabbitohs came from behind to defeat the Broncos 22-14. To entertainment, Taylor Swift has officially been subpoenaed as a witness in Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's ongoing legal feud. The It Ends With Us star's attorney subpoenaed the pop star to testify in the upcoming trial scheduled for March next year. Entertainment reporter Paula Froelich says it all stems from a meeting about a rewritten script by Lively where Justin claims he felt ambushed.
The reason why Taylor is getting subpoenaed is because she was part of that whole meeting where Justin Baldoni went to Blake's apartment and Taylor just popped in and said, wasn't Blake's script rewrite amazing? And he felt pressured.
And the spin-off of Meghan Markle's hit show Suits has been cancelled. NBC announcing Suits LA has been axed after just 1 season. And that's the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you again soon for another episode of The Update.